Good afternoon. Here we are at Allan Gardens Food Bank. I'm going to walk you through the experience of a person collecting food here. So we'll begin entering the church basement here at St. Luke's. Clients will come down here. So there'll be 10 to 20 people in here. And then one at a time, people are going to these intake stations where they will present their client card and we will register them for that food collection that particular day. We'll be able to see on registration whether or not the person has been visiting other food banks prior to coming here, because according to the food bank network policies, one visit per week. So after they've done their intake process here, they will start to go on a rather winding path up these little created hallways here. One at a time, they'll come to these vegetable tables here. Get so many oranges, so many carrots, so many potatoes, etc. Once they're done here with the vegetables, they will start going down this line here. This is a line with grocery items, canned goods, cereal, yogurt, tuna. Sometimes when we have it, cat food, pet food, etc. Sometimes some sweets, depends, it's what we get.
Good morning, my name is Gabriel Meissner and I'm with RPTV News. Today I'm at the Allan Gardens Food Bank. Sir, can you tell me about yourself?
Hello, my name is Paul Uten-Bogart. I'm a volunteer director here at the food bank. We're located at 353 Sherbourne Street, just at the intersection of Carlton and Sherbourne. We operate this food bank Thursday and Friday, 12:30 till 3 p.m.
Have you seen a rise in food insecurity since COVID-19?
Absolutely. Prior to the pandemic, we were serving 165 people Thursday and Friday, 165 a day on 2 days, each day rather. And presently we're doing 1,100 a week, so 500, 550 per day on the Thursday and the Friday.
What do you think caused this spike?
Well, obviously the pandemic hit the city hard in terms of people working and the cost of food. But I think, quite frankly, people's incomes are not keeping pace with their expenses. We've got a significant number of people who use the food bank who are in the category of the working poor. They have a job, but when they pay the rent, they pay their phone, their TTC pass, what have you, they don't have money for groceries, particularly to last the course of a month. Similarly, people who are on one form of assistance or another, OW, ODSP, those people to essentially pay for their rent, maybe a TTC pass, money's gone. They're here every week for the duration of the month. Many elderly people are here. Again, pensions don't cover the food they need in a month. And so a lot of people are in this immediate area, but we're getting people are coming from as far away as Scarborough, etc. Out in the West End, they're coming here because some of the food banks that might be closer to their home have shut down, because it gets to a point where it's just not sustainable. We're concerned, like, how long can we maintain serving this increasingly growing number of people in the community? From 165 a day to 550 a day? We're going to have to draw the line sometime. This is a kitchen where our volunteers will prepare a lunch for the volunteers who are preparing the food for service for the clients. We have a lunch every Thursday and Friday, again, as part of one of the benefits or perks, if you call it that, for our team that gives their time to the food bank. Here we are going to break down foods into individual portion sizes: cereal, rice, beans, quinoa, whatever the case may be. Again, depending on what we get from our supplier, Daily Bread Food Bank, Second Harvest. So that's what we do in this room, and then at lunchtime it converts to our dining room.
How is this place funded?
We rely entirely on donations. We're a charity, but we did not get any, to date we have not had any funding from either level of government, city, province, or the feds. Now, the federal government has forwarded money to the food banks, agencies, the large umbrella organizations, and ultimately it does trickle down. But as an independent charity ourselves, we have to rely on funding ourselves, which has not been made available to us. Thank goodness there are corporate organizations that have been quite generous and have helped us keep alive. Without them, I don't know if we would have survived. Most of the people that are here now have been volunteering for a few years, and as I said earlier, throughout the pandemic. It was discouraging because, you know, we didn't have any PPE, we had no hand sanitizer, many things that we had to beg, borrow, and steal to get because we were left high and dry at the beginning of the pandemic in terms of how were we going to afford that when at the time we had, I think, in our bank account maybe 25, I don't know, I'm not the money man in our organization, but it was under, $40,000. And we got to buy food with that too. So that's a point that we do get food from Daily Bread Food Bank on Thursday. Bring us 12, 15 skids of food. And on Friday, Second Harvest brings us more food by the weight, 1,000, maybe 1,200, 1,500 pounds of food. So we're getting food that way. Still, it's we run out. So then we're having to go into our own pockets, our own bank account rather, to buy food and protein in particular. We need tuna. We need to buy yogurt. We have to buy bread sometimes. We have to get eggs sometimes, hot dogs, wieners, like that.
Does all of this work pay off to you in some way?
It pays off for me personally, let me say on perhaps a spiritual level, because I'm fulfilling a significant need within the community, and that's who I am. So I'm good with it. I am discouraged that after the efforts of all of us here, the numbers are just getting worse. The situation is not improving, and how do people endure that? I don't know. Like all my work is for nothing because now there's more people coming through the door. I don't know how everybody deals with that.
Yeah.
Just a bit of history. Some years ago, especially pre-pandemic, Allan Gardens Food Bank would have a bulk of our inventory would be in here. The canned goods, cereals, etc. That kind of thing would be stored in this room here. You can see the size of it is not too large, but we may do for quite a while with that. But once the pandemic hit and once the demands for food have increased as dramatically as they have been in the past year, 2 years, we've had to take in other rooms that are here in the church basement. So this is the room that we've expanded into within the past few months. Again, we have more refrigeration in here, but also we've had to have larger space to accommodate the day-to-day needs of the food bank, be it plastic bags for groceries, PPE, more canned goods and things that we can hold on to until next week. We use this room for storage as well. It's a little bit of a mess now, but it's very much a work in progress. We have to keep this space neat and tidy as it usually is because there's so much we bring into this room.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please follow our social media platforms. And for more information, please visit our website.